I'm Ailsa Crum from QA Scotland, and today we're here for the 15th Enhancement Conference. This is an event that is a culmination of at least a year's activity for students and staff in the Scottish higher education institutions. We come together to learn from each other, to share the activities and practices around the theme, and also to hear about activity outside Scotland.
I think the benefits of the enhancement-led approach are all about looking forward. It's about continuous improvement. We can learn from the past, but we don't want to stop there. It's about looking forward to how we can improve the experience for students. And I think that's quite different from what's happening elsewhere in the UK.
Colleagues come together from across the university sector to discuss how they can take steps within their own organisations to drive enhancement to students' experiences.
Of course, vice principals are very influential within their institutions, so they have the opportunity to ensure that the great learning that is on show here today can be taken back into institutions and then embedded in a structural way rather than it being piecemeal and individual. So I think we as a group need to exercise leadership across the Scottish sector, so I think we are here to demonstrate our commitment and support.
I think QAA Scotland brings its wide-ranging knowledge of the Scottish higher education sector and its expertise, but it also facilitates the partnership working that's necessary for the enhancement-led approach, and it brings the appropriate degree of challenge, I think.
There's a whole student-led strand of the work that we're doing in the sector, and I think we will benefit hugely from the way that students will, I hope, also feel an ownership of this agenda.
I'm absolutely delighted to see just so many delegates here coming from the student associations, but not only coming to listen, but actually coming to deliver and share the work that they are doing as well.
I'm an international student from South Africa, and I've been involved in the union since the first year, so I think this was the best way for me to make a difference in students' lives.
I've had a couple of sessions this morning that I will take away some things from, so about online assessment and feedback and how you can use the data that you gather through that. Quite a lot of analytics, which I didn't really know much about before, so it's quite interesting to see what you can do with that.
Well, this is probably the 5th or 6th enhancement theme conference that I've attended over the years, and I find it really helpful to get a sense of what's going on, not just in Scotland, but sometimes beyond Scotland. We can hear sometimes from international partners. And so I really enjoy it both for the networking, but also just to get a real sense of some of the cutting edge things that are going on in Scotland and beyond.
My hopes for the future are that we retain this way of working in the sector in Scotland. I think it's extremely beneficial, it's positive, and we have a whole ethos and culture of improvement across the sector in Scotland. So I'm very hopeful that we can manage to retain this way of working in Scotland.
I hope by the end of this theme we're also able to demonstrate the effectiveness of the themes themselves as well. So collect real information, real evidence that the themes themselves are having an impact in enhancing the student experience and ultimately student success at university.
In terms of specifics that I'll take away, I want to bring colleagues together in my own organisation to think about how we can use learning analytics to engage practitioners and support people who are at the front end of delivery within institutions to enhance students' experiences.
What I think I'm really going to take away is the sort of best practice that I've seen that other institutions are doing, the way that they're involving students at all levels of the university to really make decisions.
We hope that they really get a sense of enthusiasm, and we want them to bring that enthusiasm and energy that they have for the projects they're working on in their own institutions and with their student associations all the time. They bring that energy together and share it with each other. We want it to be an infectious creativity, I think.